Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to trigger a bird to fly with a choice panel like this. With only using simple code blocks. So, what we're going to do is, this site is called Delightex, and this is the Nova version or whatever. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new experience. And so if you press F, first let me edit the camera to fly. If you press F, it allows the camera to lock onto the camera's current position in the scene. And if you press it again, it just takes you out of it. So let's start off. We're gonna go to the bottom here, and we're gonna search for animals, and we're gonna search for a bird. Now, if you can't search for a bird right away, here's these little templates right here, or not templates, but little filter examples. So you got land, which is animals that live on land. Water is crabs and sharks and stuff that's on water. And air is like birds. So I'm gonna use this bird because this is the bird we used for the first video or first scene part. So as you can see, we got a simple bird, and we're going to go to code, and we're gonna using Coblocks. Now as you can see, you can set animations to this. Now what we can do is we're gonna go up here, and you get 3 different coding languages. You can use Python, Typescript, or Coblocks. I use Coblocks. Now whenever you do this, you'll see this block up here that's already added. Now this block cannot be removed. It's called when play clicked, it starts something to happen. So this block cannot be removed. Now we're gonna use this when owl is clicked. Now when you don't use anything and add anything in Coblocks, it says can't find, and there's no items. So when when owl is clicked, I'm gonna give it a choice whether or not if to fly. Start the bird to fly. Now when no is selected, nothing happens. When yes is selected, the bird starts to fly. But for this part, we're gonna set the animation of the owl. Now I did say bird, but it's like the same thing. So there's pretty much two options right here. You can make it fly or glide. Now flying is when the owl is flying and is flapping its wings, but glide is when the owl doesn't flap, but its wings is just spread out. So what we could do is we're gonna set that part there. When yes is selected, move owl. Go to transforms, and then with these blue cube blocks, and move the owl 1 meter upward so that it could get some altitude to fly. And we're going to set some speed so that it doesn't go up a little too fast. And then we add another one, move owl 1 meter, or actually 80 meters forward in 25 seconds. Oh, that's right, I gotta do the thing. So I didn't even add that part in there. So now when the owl is clicked, when I click on it, it'll show this choice panel. So now when I click no, nothing happens. But when I click yes, the bird starts to fly. And that's pretty cool. I'm going to be calling it between a bird and an owl. So I'm going to set the animation to glide because that's how I did before. So when it starts going forward, it's gonna glide. See, its wings is now like just spread out, not flapping. Now we can add like a trigger key to it, or maybe not. I don't know. But I'm gonna add it just for the sake of this video. So when example key is pressed, for example, by default it's the up key. When the up key is pressed, but we're gonna make it the E key is pressed and give it a choice. Allow the bird to walk. No. Like I said, when you say no, just make sure it has nothing to happen after that. And then say yes. Start walking to rest its wings. Whenever you hit the no option, make sure you have nothing to happen to trigger it to happen, because that's not gonna make sense. But when it's the yes selected, then you can add like an event or something to happen afterwards. And then move owl so you see it goes 4 meters up, so we gotta make it go 4 meters down in 2 seconds. And then we set the animation to start walking. We also got to make it walk forward too. For example, we're going to do 75 meters and 35 seconds. Now be aware that if you press the key before the bird starts flying, it's gonna mess it up like really badly. So make sure you just do it beforehand, or do it after the fact, so it kind of adds more sense to it. So it goes up into the air, starts flying. Then we press E, you get allow the bird to walk. Now if I press no, nothing happens. And if I press yes, the bird lowers and starts walking. Ain't that cool? So I'm gonna end the video here.